Okay, hello everyone, good evening. We're joining Poppy at the dinner table while she finishes her breakfast. Dinner. So we don't have to rush her to do our Wisdom Wednesday. Poppy, I thought it would be our last week on Empty Hand, but we actually have 4 pages. We miscounted last week. So we've got 2 more weeks on Empty Hand. Good evening, Andy. I hope Andy's getting ready for fitness tonight. And if anyone wants us to continue this Wisdom Wednesday, you need to let us know. We've been really enjoying it, and we always do our reading. We're currently reading some Star Wars books, aren't we?
And when we finished this, we didn't read my childhood books to you.
So if you want us to keep this story going on a Wisdom Wednesday, then let us know. Yeah. Comment, message, like, and all of that, and then we'll keep it going. We've got 2 more weeks for sure on the Karate Empty Hand.
Yeah.
So, you stop talking, you eat. What is Zen? Zen is a phonic character. The element on the left is a picture of the wooden platform which was prepared for the descent of the gods to receive their sacrifices. The right side indicates pronunciation and also means a flat area of ground prepared by the emperor for festivals dedicated to the gods. In Chinese, it is pronounced Chan, and it was used to translate the Sanskrit word dhyana, or meditation, the main practice of Zen Buddhism. So, that's the character for Zen. So here we go. What is Zen? Zen is a form of Buddhism that originated in China in the 6th century and has gone through much development and change in Japan since it arrived there during the 12th century. Eat your food, stop being silly. Its teachings affected many traditional Japanese art forms, among them flower arranging, painting, calligraphy, and the martial arts, including, of course, karate. Zen stresses the importance of living our daily lives to the fullest. To do this, we must be able to see the world around us in its true form at each moment in time. Our perceptions, however, are influenced by our own biases. Only by understanding ourselves can we understand our biases and thereby truly observe reality. Zen also practices self-reflection through meditation. Knowing just this much about Zen, you can recognize its influence on karate, in the practice of mokuso, for instance. According to Zen, enlightenment is the attainment of emptiness or nothingness. This nothingness, however, does not mean that you no longer exist. Rather, it is like a mirror which reflects everything and leaves nothing of itself, even though it is still there. If you can see reality as it is without bias, just as a mirror reflects its surroundings, you have achieved enlightenment. You alright there? Stop playing with your tummy, eat your food. You're following. Recognising your own biases, however, is by no means easy. For example, there was once a karate student who was extremely skilled. One day, a common street thug insulted him, and the student fought back and beat the thug badly. When his teacher learned of the incident, he scolded the student for using karate without discretion. In his defence, the student said he did not provoke the fight. The thug had insulted him and he was only defending his honour. I see, said the teacher. Then if I insulted you in the same way, you would fight me as well? The student quickly replied, Oh no, sensei. Your skills in karate are far superior to my own. I would never be able to defeat you. The teacher shook his head. Then it would seem, he said, you fought this poor man only because you knew you could defeat him. When the student realised he had deluded himself into the believing he had fought for his honour, when in truth he had used his skills in karate out of concept and pride, he bowed and humbly asked for his teacher's forgiveness. because karate can be a destructive force when not used properly. It is very important to constantly reflect on yourself and your actions as you continue your studies. Now, Zen Buddhism I believe, isn't classed as a religion. It's just a way. And I think taking learnings from ways is very important. And the way that we train, even without referencing Zen Buddhism, is a study that we practice and we learn. We reflect on ourselves when we do kata. Are we doing the moves properly? For instance, in competition, we have to reflect on what we're doing and take ownership of ourselves. Right, I think everyone knows this one. What is usu? Or us? It's pronounced usu. It's spelled usu, O-S-U, but we pronounce it as us, not O-S-S. Like that. Eat your food. Us. U is a phonic character, or the O. The element is a hand, and the right element indicates pronunciation and also means to push, to control, to suppress, which is the meaning of both elements together as well. Yes, you may get some more water. Make sure you are listening, student. Su is a phonic character. The lower element is a picture of a heart, and the upper element indicates pronunciation and also means to endure. Together they mean to bear, to endure, or to conceal. So, what is us, or usu? People who study karate can often be heard saying the word us. You hear it in our dojo. It's one of our weekly themes. Sometimes they will say it in a normal speaking voice, but just as often they will loudly shout this word, which can substitute for hello, us, goodbye, yes, okay, or I us understand. No matter how or when it is said, however, usu reaffirms one of the most important lessons of karate. The top character O, or U, means to push and symbolise 100% effort. Second character, Su, means to endure. Combined, Usu is a pledge to do one's very best and to endure. However, Su by itself can also mean to be silent, and the character is made up of the radicals meaning blade and heart. The Japanese idea of endurance, therefore, encompasses being silent, even if your heart is cut with a blade. It is very natural for people to seek positive reinforcement in return for their efforts. This is the very principle by which our society operates. After all, professionals are paid for their work. Teachers reward hard-working students with high marks. Parents pay children compliments for their efforts. But karate is a discipline which involves a great deal of self-reflection, and self-reflection is more concerned with irrefutable truths than with rewards. Let's sit and finish the story, and then you can get down from the table. Unfortunately, there are some karate students who pretend to work hard only when they believe their instructor is watching. I've noticed this on Zoom. These types of students devote more energy toward attracting their teacher's attention than to learning karate. In other words, their efforts are not silent. What these students do not realise is that they are in class to learn karate, not to impress the teacher. And how much they learn depends solely on how hard they work. If they give their best efforts only when the instructor is watching and are lazy the rest of the time, this will inevitably be reflected in their technique. On the other hand, true karate masters are usually humble and reserved. They realise their expertise in karate and the amount of effort they have devoted to it are irrefutable, independent of the recognition of others. After all, a flower blossoming deep in a secluded forest is no less beautiful than one growing in a garden where everyone can see. In fact, many great karate masters have spent time training on secluded mountains in Japan, where they had to continually challenge themselves to work hard even though there was no one there to provide encouragement or reinforcement. Each time you say us during karate class, remember that it is a pledge to work hard and to endure. If you can say it honestly with pride each time, you can be confident you are doing well. Us. Very hard to fall asleep sitting up at the table, Poppy. So, next week we will finish the Karate Wordbook with Veray, and we'll go through the glossary of other commonly used words in karate. Sit down. Sit down, please. On your chair. You haven't been excused from the table. If you would like us to continue these short stories of Wisdom Wednesday, please comment below, give us a thumbs up and share, and then we will continue with a future book.
Give thumbs up.
Peace out.